Yes, brother, this is Shay. Today we are talking about the cover-up story. And what does that mean? Well, let's say that you're with a group of mates and there's somebody there that you want to get with. This is mainly for the single guys, and you know that you have erection challenges or performance anxiety, and there's this intrusive voice running in the back of your head saying, you won't be able to do this, you suck, you can't do this, all of these thoughts, you know what they are. So if you're experiencing that, this video is for you today. I'll be talking through how these thoughts show up and what's going on and what to do about it. So as we said, there's a scenario going on and there's some kind of, not peer pressure, but whether it's coming from somebody else or like a friend, or whether you feel like you need to say to your friends for banter or whatever it may be that, oh yeah, I did that, we had really this night of fun, but because of erection challenges, that's not going to be the case. And so we start to come up with this cover story, right, of the next morning, something like, oh, we went to do it, but I was way too tired. And this could be a cover-up story that we're telling to our friends or to the other person that we've met. Sorry, I was just way too tired, or I was way too drunk, or something like I had some sleeping pills, or whatever it may be. These times where we come up with a story and there's this thing inside where we feel so awkward about the fact that we're creating this pretend scenario and then telling the other person to try and, make things okay, or to seem accepted by our friends. So that's why we do it. It's a natural thing because we don't want to face this fear of rejection. We don't want to feel like something's wrong with us, and we don't want the person to think that something's wrong with us, whether it's the person we've met or whether it's our friends. So we try and play things cool and create these cover-up stories. But over time, more and more of these stories, A, it starts to become obvious anyway, but B, the person would question our sexuality over time, whether it's a man or a woman. So that's one thing, but also B, we just stack more guilt and shame and stack more feeling of uselessness, and I have to create these stories and hiding behind this mask that isn't real, that isn't you, because you deserve to have great sex. You deserve to be able to have sex when you want to have sex and in the way that you want. So if you can relate to this, and if you understand what I mean by these cover-up stories and you've been in that scenario, I want to say to you, it's normal that we do this, but there comes a point where we have to ask the question, how much more? How much more stories do I want to create? How many more layers do I want to be adding on versus getting this sorted? So on that point of getting this sorted, you're going to see a box that pops up on the screen, either here or here in a moment, and that will have 3 instant tips. Okay, so this is a video I recorded a while back that has 3 instant tips that you can start using straight away to help avoid erection struggles and to be more spontaneous in the way that you want to be, so we don't have to make up these stories anymore. So click on that box and check out the 3 instant tips on the video and try them out. Just start using them and see how you get on with them. And I know that there's not a silver bullet, there's not one thing that fixes all of this. This is about trying a few different things out, seeing if you see the results. The most important thing is, are you seeing results? So head and watch that video now, and I think you'll like these instant tips.